Out of all of the toxic reality TV dating shows, The Ultimatum might take the cake for being the messiest.
Why? I don't know where your lips been.
I don't want to talk to you at all.
The show follows couples where one individual is ready to be married and the other isn't. The partner that is ready to be engaged issues an ultimatum to their partner. The couples will split up with their original partner and are encouraged to make a connection with someone new.
At the end of this experience, you'll either engaged or alone, or possibly in love with someone new.
Meet the couples. Zaina issued an ultimatum to JR.
So Zaina is the right person, but I've been through a lot of bad relationships in my past.
Nick issued an ultimatum to Sandy, who was too busy Coachella-ing to get married.
She's still Coachella-ing.
I love Nick, but the grass could always be greener. JR is hot.
Scotty issued an ultimatum to Aria.
I want to marry him. I just don't think right now is the best time.
Vanessa issued an ultimatum to Dave, who was too busy making googly eyes at a new girl to reassure his current girlfriend.
I don't know why he can't just commit to me. I deserve someone who is 100% certain about me.
It's just a slow decision-making process. Mariah is beautiful. I mean, it could just be my own eyes talking, but I want to get to know her.
Mariah issued an ultimatum to Caleb, and Chanel issued an ultimatum to Micah. The couples will split up with their original partner and are encouraged to make a connection with someone new. Some participants are more excited to be single than others.
I am kind of surprised that you want to give me like this big of a pressure. I mean, there's a very high likelihood that I connect with somebody during the dating week. The girl who's sitting right across from us,
Mariah?
I was like, that's really interesting. Like she was like,
She's 24.
I'm just telling you what I thought was interesting.
Babe, not to alarm you or anything, but I fear baddies might start crawling all over me.
I do feel like I have been 1,000% committed to you. Why is it that marriage screams to you, he's more committed than he was before, and I needed that?
There is no one I could ever love more in this lifetime, unless I actually get a chance to meet Margot Robbie.
It's crazy that he's trying to reassure her that he's serious about the relationship while also being like, but I can already tell I'm gonna connect with that girl that was sitting right across from us. Other couples are treating this more like couples therapy.
You've given me the ultimatum. You're saying you're ready to get married, but how do you see yourself as my wife? When we first met, you was Ubering. You know, you're doing Uber Eats. Who was with you every day?
You.
Pulling up to the spot, I'm hopping out, getting the food, jumping back in.
I like how they're treating Uber Eats like it's the Navy. Where were you deployed? Chipotle, 2015. The couples break up, and now the single participants are tasked with finding a new partner to continue the experiment with. And Dave has never been more excited to rizz up some ladies.
When I was single, I was definitely very smooth, just a lot of humor, just a charismatic talker.
You know someone's charismatic when they tell you they're charismatic.
You're from LA, right?
Orange County.
Orange County. Okay, yeah, it's hot there in the summer.
Yeah.
Orange, you glad you don't live in Orange County? Another single excited about the dating portion of this experiment is JR.
You're the Scorpio,
Yeah,
right?
they could be established for both Scorpios.
They're
I
great.
hear like the sex is crazy. I've never been with a female Scorpio before.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, it's been on my list.
And that's really promising, is just him saying, yeah, boning you is like on my list.
I think your look is everything. I mean, look at me now. Just was earned, not given.
JR seems like the type of person who gets upset when you don't notice that his Bitmoji has a new haircut. He's constantly like updating it all the time. His Bitmoji is tired.
Hey, what's going on?
You don't want to go into a date without smelling good. In case they're going for the hug. And then I spray my balls, my behind, my underarms, and my chest.
Come in. What happened to you?
I don't know. Am I exuding a really cool jazzy aura all of a sudden, or is it just me?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of are. Also, what's that smell? I'm getting notes of tobacco, blackberry,
Cocoa, cognac, and black rose? Thanks for noticing. It's a new fragrance I got. What's happening to you?
I don't know. I've got this inexplicable devil-may-care attitude that men strive for and women simply can't resist. Why don't you give this one a try?
I'm feeling effortlessly magnetic.
Your energy is absolutely hypnotic.
I'm being swept away by notes of green apple, grapefruit, blooming magnolia,
pink peony and blonde woods.
Sometimes a new fragrance can have you feeling like a whole new person. Scentbird is a fragrance subscription service that gives you the opportunity to try new fragrances without the commitment of buying a whole bottle. You receive a 30-day supply of fragrance delivered straight to your doorstep. They have a massive library of fragrances that you can whittle down by note, scent family, or even occasion. One fragrance we were really excited to try this month was Intense Cafe by Montal. It has notes of amber, rose, vanilla, white musk, and coffee. If you scan the QR code on our screen and use code ATOMIC, you'll be getting 55% off your first order. That's $8. And after that, it's less than $17 a month. Nick and Vanessa seem to make an instant connection, and Dave seems to be worried about this.
Why are they getting so into each other so quickly? Is she more into him than me? Am I gonna lose Vanessa during this process?
Zaina and Scotty seem to make a connection as well. Dave's charisma isn't as potent as he anticipated, and his jealousy over Nick and Vanessa's chemistry starts to bubble over.
I'm starting to get like a weird sensation in the back of my head that's just telling me this could be an epic disaster. You and Vanessa are not gonna walk out of here.
I'm a goofball.
JR and Sandy are getting deep. How deep, you may ask?
2 in the pink, 1 in the stink.
You got really nice lips.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm wondering what they feel like, but you know.
What type of kisser are you?
You like sloppy?
Yeah, like give me all that spit. Like, let me put my tongue down your throat.
Oh boy.
And I want to taste it all.
Did he spray himself with like pheromone perfume and now he's like friendly fire? He sprayed himself.
I don't know who to choose, I'll be honest. I don't want to hurt one or the other person because I have strong feelings for both women.
I don't know who to choose. I sprayed myself with this pheromone perfume and I'm so horny right now. He's gonna start like hitting on the dudes too. Like he's gonna hit on literally everybody. He's hitting on the producers.
It happens so organically with us, and that might be the scary part.
These couples they don't seem like they've gone through a breakup. They're like too excited to flirt with each other. Yes.
You ever been on a white girl before?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like Sandy, she has like that fiery side.
For sure.
Like damn, it's my opportunity to be with a white girl with like, you know, strings attached. Aria's cool as hell too. So that's what I'm used to dating is like mixed girls.
Shit.
And she's black and Spanish, so I'm like, I want to explore that too.
It's time for the couples to decide who they're going to do their trial marriage with. JR chooses Sandy.
Physical touch is a big thing for me. Like touching someone and feeling their energy. And I feel like we have that connection.
It's genuine. We've gotten really deep.
We've gotten really deep. And guys, we all know how deep they've gotten.
2 in the pink, 1 in the...
Nick and Vanessa choose each other.
We're fellow weirdos, and it's very easy to be around somebody who's also as weird as me.
Scotty and Zaina pair up. Micah and Mariah choose each other. Chanel and Dave choose each other. Aria and Caleb choose each other. Some of the couples paired up don't really have chemistry, but they are pairing up just for the sake of the experiment, and it becomes very clear when their conversations are just about laundry and chores.
What time do you normally start your days?
I've been waking up around 6:30, so trying to keep that consistent.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, JR and Sandy are like, do you like the way I flick my tongue on night?
Can't believe like I'm in the bed with you right now.
Vanessa and Nick really connect with each other in this experience as far as like they always saw themselves as the awkward outcast weirdo kid.
Yeah, welcome to the club.
Yeah.
Welcome to the fucking artist club.
Okay.
Those white girl pumpkin spice lattes annoy me.
I'm in love. Name?
Senorita Awesome.
Things take a turn when Nick and Sandy run into each other. I guess this is all happening in the same apartment complex, and he finds out that Sandy and JR kissed already, and he begins to spiral. She says, it's your fault for giving me the ultimatum.
This is what we signed up for.
You did what? It's not my fault. He said he wanted to taste everything.
I want to taste it all.
In the middle of the night, Dave and Vanessa, Micah, and Chanel all pack up and leave the experience.
There was no goodbye.
This leaves Nick and Mariah both alone. JR and Sandy are enjoying playing house when Nick happens to walk by and see them out on the balcony, and this seems to send him further into a spiral.
This is the first time in a long time that I've painted from a place of discomfort. It makes the brush strokes more intense and deeper because I'm feeling so much. Like I can even feel my hands shaking when I'm painting.
Don't worry, Nick. You have nothing to worry about. It cuts to Nick and he's making the scene right now. He accidentally makes JR's chiseled body on it in his painting. Poor Nick, dude.
I mean, how do you taste?
But you don't know.
I don't know what. How you taste.
Cutting to Sandy and JR is kind of like vanilla Sims versus the Sims playthrough that you have Wicked Whims on.
It's chill.
It's cute.
When you like somebody, we're loyal. So like,
I've been loyal to you so hard for like 4 days. Scotty and Zaina's trial marriage is starting to get a little rocky.
Did you eat without me?
Yeah. I figured you ate without me.
You figured wrong.
Mariah is one of the participants now left alone on this journey, and we see her journaling, reading self-help books. This whole experience is like a training montage for Mariah. Nick, on the other hand,
I'm over it. Just a lot of fucking feelings.
Oh my God, I'm done.
Nick shows up to Sandy and JR's apartment and they kick him out.
Sandy?
Okay, we're not doing this. You need to leave. You need to leave.
Do you think he just went to their apartment so he could remember exactly what she looked like for his painting?
Why? Oh my God, oh my fucking God.
It's time for all the couples to get back together for a group party. JR says that he's heard rumors about himself, basically saying he's here for a hall pass, and he accuses Scotty of spreading those rumors.
Why do you think those rumors came from me?
because they said Scotty said that.
You really think that
it's very manipulative.
Okay. What could possess me to be like, JR's here for a hall pass?
You tell me. I feel like Sandy, she has like that fiery side.
For sure.
Like, damn, it's my opportunity to be with a white girl with no strings attached.
Is the show not a glorified hall pass? Right. Nick uses this opportunity to chime in and ask a question that's been plaguing him.
Have a real connection.
Does that mean you're sleeping together?
Like in the same bed? Yeah. I think everyone's doing that, right?
If the answer's no, you would say no. Slept together in the same house, in the same bed? Yeah. Maybe we have some sort of sleep disorder. I hear crazy things happen when you have sleep apnea. Restless dick syndrome? So Scotty comes home and tries to pick a fight with Zaina about the hall pass comment and whether or not she was the one that spread the rumor.
Do you need space right now?
That's a scary face.
The energy you're giving me is if like...
I'm not giving you any energy.
Yes,
I'm not giving you any energy.
I don't give a shit about how many weights you lift, how big you are, how much you eat per day. I don't play that shit.
How chiseled you are, how capped your delts are, how vascular you are, how striated your leg muscles are.
Were you intimidated?
Hell no. You think I'm intimidated by JR?
I'm not intimidated by JR. I'm just listing things that could be misconstrued as me being intimidated by JR. I'm not intimidated by JR and his giant muscles. Scotty's antagonistic nature kind of explains Arya's reaction to Caleb.
I literally lay in bed being like, God, please let Scotty act like Caleb, please.
Arya's friends meet Caleb.
I like Caleb. I really like him.
We'll see. See what happens.
How bad does your current partner of 3 years have to be for your friends and family to jump ship this new person? We love him.
Meanwhile,
he's kind of giving BBL Drizzy with his little milkshake, kicking his feet up on the bench.
Yes, this whole thing has been a lot, and I think that you've been a really, really good supportive person for me.
Scotty accuses Zaina of taking her phone into the bathroom in the middle of the night and texting her ex JR.
I don't really know anyone else that wakes up in the middle of the night at 1:30 and takes their phone with them to the bathroom, so.
I've actually been tracking all of your bowel movements and I've been logging them. I have a huge Excel spreadsheet. And you never wake up to go to the bathroom at 1 a.m.
You obviously care.
You're literally talking to yourself.
You're talking to yourself. Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you punching yourself? Why are you hitting yourself?
Why do you care?
Better argumentative behavior.
I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say bounces off of me and sticks to you. Things are heating up between JR and Sandy.
You're gonna double A? Yeah.
Don't worry, Nick. They're just cuddling and snuggling and smooching in bed together.
Why?
If things couldn't get any worse for Nick during these trying times, he accidentally gets the same tattoo that JR already has.
Don't even.
I sent you the wrong thing.
Me and Nick have matching tattoos. So he's like, I'm gonna get the same tattoo on my arm so I could be like JR. And that's cool, you know?
It's the Arch Nemesis special, 50% off. It's time for the changeover where the couples discuss their trial marriages and then get back together with their original partners. Arya is talking about how it was nice to be with someone who was calm for a change.
The difference with you and Scotty is how calm you are.
The pan over his face.
Patient and really good at listening.
When another man is more patient and listening than you. Nick explains that learning about JR and Sandy's kiss really set him over the edge.
I asked her if they'd kissed, and she said yes, and I freaked.
But Zaina hasn't heard about the kiss yet.
I've never heard this, so I'm just so curious.
I love that we're saying the kiss when, I'm sorry, they were boinking for sure.
But if we have boundaries, I'm not going on the show.
Likewise, but I think...
Can I finish?
Actually, no.
He's so sassy. Why does his goatee look like a little Tetris cube falling into place?
I was able to meet her mom, which was huge. Like, you don't meet someone's mom unless you're really serious. She invited me to Christmas dinner, so I was like, I might take her up on that.
He was invited to Christmas. Did he just burst a blood vessel in his eye? Was it always there? This is him deciding to steal Christmas.
We just have very similar mindsets. And I think we both opened up in ways that we normally maybe wouldn't.
This is the part where they're supposed to be like, okay, I learned a lot about myself and it was cool to like date somebody else. And now I know how to apply these things moving forward with my relationship with, you know, my original person. Instead, they're like, this is the best person I've ever dated. My trial marriage partner was way better than my other partner. Like, this is not the expected route.
You went through hell dealing with the ex that kept calling, texting, trying to stop what we had.
Nick is going through his own personal hell right now. Also, I want to say clearly Nick is being toxic. I really think he should have just been removed from the show, gone to therapy.
I said, I'm sorry. So if you want to keep ragging on me, well, I'm already down, dude. So go for it.
I got this really unique tattoo and it's really helped me through the whole process. Also very unique to me and only me.
Sandy, what's coming up for you?
Me when I orchestrate a hellscape for a bunch of couples. What's coming up for you? The Hunger Games game makers after the quarter quell. So what's coming up for you? Now it's time for everybody to go back to dating their original partners. He's been saving that kiss. He looks like he's like sucking the life out of her right now. He's trying to see if he can taste JR. He just got some of JR's pre-workout in his system and he's like pumped up.
I'm so in love with you. And I'm not trying to love bomb you, baby.
You know, that's called love bomb insurance, okay? I love you so much, baby, but I'm not trying to love bomb you. Zaina and JR reunite, but his connection to Sandy kind of looms over their relationship.
I don't know where your lips been. They've been all over Sandy.
Let's take couples who are struggling already and like, let's make them cheat on each other and then bring them back together. They're not going to be jealous. So Zaina finds out about the second kiss.
We kissed twice.
Until she finds out there was a third and a fourth and a fifth.
The second time she came on to me.
She kissed me, like don't worry. Let's roll the tapes. Caleb and Mariah are having lukewarm arguments that are almost filled with corporate jargon.
Should we do maybe bi-weekly or monthly check-ins on where you think I may be coming short or where we're coming short as a couple?
Send me that status report, EOD.
You're allowed to feel, you're allowed to be emotional.
Babe, don't worry, I feel you. I was crying so hard that the caption said I was sobbing and wailing. I feel like Mariah and Caleb could be a commercial for mood stabilizers.
It's not been an easy experience so far, so...
Assuming they're having the most serious arguments of their relationship at public library volume, it's shocking.
You don't find them as solution-oriented?
It's not that I don't think you're solution-oriented, no.
Could be an HR meeting.
Right.
Zaina and Nick are having a conversation when Zaina reveals that there was a second kiss that happened, and Nick is shocked.
He just went in and it was a peck. And then the second time,
we just saw that his soul leave his body. It seems like the second kiss threw Nick over the edge. But he's already over the edge.
So you kissed him the second time?
I guess.
I feel bad for this man because of the circumstances, but he is giving us some of the best one-liners.
I thought the worst thing tonight was that I had the same fucking tattoo as JR, but...
Meanwhile... Ooh, I like this outfit.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were Sandy. JR is soft launching, not engaging to Zaina.
I'm like, do I love her as much as she loves me? Because I'm not there.
Girl, don't expect a ring.
Whatever the hell it was with Caleb, like this dynamic that you guys had, like I'm over it.
Whatever synergy, whatever corporate symbiosis you two had, I'm over it. I think the deepest Arya and Caleb got is they added each other on LinkedIn. Scotty and Arya are not doing well after the changeover, but I feel like they weren't doing well before.
I cannot continue to just serve you if it's not serving me.
Arya and Caleb make up, and it feels like a Claritin commercial.
Feel the clarity of non-drowsy Claritin.
We're at the ultimatum day, where couples decide to either marry or move on.
Who will leave here together, and who will choose to walk away forever?
I'm so excited.
Nick and Vanessa Lachey, after ruining a bunch of relationships that were already awful, we're so excited. Wear your florals. The episode starts off with a tactical move from JR where he meets with Sandy first to kind of gauge how she's feeling.
You're a sight for sore eyes.
They proceed to speak in code for the next few minutes until Sandy makes it obvious that she's not planning on leaving with JR.
You just have to live your truth.
Yeah, it's good.
So am I your truth? Explain it to me like I'm 5.
I feel confident in the decision, and
what's the TLDR over the past few minutes?
we're not leaving here together necessarily.
I noticed he took his nose ring out. Do you think that was code to Sandy? Like, I'm planning on proposing to my girlfriend? Ring out means ring on. It's time for JR to either propose to Zaina or move on.
I was up tossing and turning, just contemplating everything.
Oh. That is... I was tossing and turning, contemplating?
Oh.
That's not what you want to hear.
I think the right decision right now for me is to leave here single.
And ready to mingle. You know what? It's for the best. We all expected that one. Caleb proposes to Mariah and she says yes.
Yes. Yes.
They make sense together.
They do
though.
make sense
They
together.
both seem like they would have an account for their dog on Instagram and they would speak as though they were the dog. My human got me a puppuccino today. Now it's time for Nick and Sandy's decision. Nick begins to propose to Sandy, but she cuts him off.
What are you doing?
I don't think there's anything left to talk about. This is too much.
Babe.
Aww. Ooh.
Oh.
Thank you.
And a business casual peck to part. It's time for either a proposal between Scotty and Arya or a separation.
I did wake up with a lot of hesitation and anxiety.
I mean, I'm really nervous. I'm a Mr. Claus looking for his Mrs. Claus. Me when I'm leaving to go to my job as a ticket master at a movie theater in the 1920s. Scotty proposes and Arya says
Yes, yes, yes.
and JR's heading to Sandy's house right now. They might kiss twice. So at the end of the day, we got 2 proposals, 2 in the
pink.
Oh, and 1 in the... So this show kind of concludes exactly the way you can kind of expect. It ruined most of the relationships, but most of them were kind of hanging by a thread anyway. So comment below what you guys thought about this season, what you think about the show in general. Thanks for watching. Bye.